Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Soulfire Studio. My name is Cypress Soulfire, and I know what you're thinking. We're back in the broom closet. No, we're not back in the broom closet. I promise. I just turned my lights off and put a spotlight on myself because I thought it would be better for lighting, and then I started the recording and realized, oh yeah, broom closet, that was a joke before on the channel. Today, I wanted to roll us back to a series that I had started last year and stopped doing because I ran out of time and I stopped actually recording it. But the triumphant return for at least a week of Motivation Monday. Today, the topic is treating yourself a little bit nicer than normal. And the reason that is the topic is because earlier today I had a rehearsal in which it was my first off-book rehearsal for a show that I am currently a part of. And unfortunately, the first scene that I did, I was not as prepared as I would have liked to be, at least in the first run. I got in my head, I started doubting my ability, I started doubting my knowledge, and all of a sudden, I was a mess. And after the scene ended, I was very tough on myself. I lashed out at myself, I was very angry about what I had done and my mistakes. But then I took a second, I sat down, I pulled my script out, I started working, I started reading, I started focusing on my lines, I started focusing on my character. I asked myself, why am I doing this? Why do I do theater? And I realized that I can't be that hard on myself. Because everybody goes through difficulties. Everybody messes up every so often. You can't be perfect. No matter how hard you try, no matter how badly I want to be perfect, I just can't be. It's not possible. It's not something that I can do as a person. And I have to accept that. Whether it's easy to accept it or not is a completely different story. But I nonetheless have to accept it. So the important lesson is that you really have to take a step back. When you're feeling negative about yourself, when you're having all of these negative thoughts and you're thinking, oh, I'm useless, oh, I messed up, oh, I did something wrong, I screwed something up, I didn't do my best in this, I got a mark back that I wanted to do better on, I should have done better on that, I should have focused more, I should have done all of these things. Your brain will go through every single negative thing that it can latch onto. And that becomes dangerous because when you latch on to these negative things, that's the only thing that's flushing through your head. The positives seem minuscule. They seem impossible. And the truly important thing to remember is that you can get through these things and still fail. You can still get through with a positive outcome, even if the in-between stage is rough. I know that I'm going to put on a good show. It's what I do. I've been in theater for years now. I've faced this problem before. I've gotten to the point where I've thought, man, I'm screwed. I'm going to go on stage and I'm going to totally screw it up. Yeah, that's what theater is. It's 2 to 3 hours of I'm someone else. Enjoy. So try and be more positive. Try and focus on the good things that you do. Ignore the bad stuff. Ignore the negative. Ignore what you did wrong. Focus on what you did good. And I know that's easier said than done, but if I can see the good that you've done, I'm sure you can convince yourself to see that good just as much. So remember, soul fire is in all of us, and I believe in you. Thank you all for joining me on Motivation Monday. I cannot guarantee that this will return. I'm hoping to have another episode of the Soulfire podcast, which might get renamed, believe it or not, because a subscriber and dear friend of mine gave me a name that I quite enjoy. So the next episode, it might be the first episode of the second episode of the Soulcast. I like it. It's simple. I overthought, I think. I don't know. We'll find out when I record it, and whatever comes out of my mouth is probably what that episode's going to be titled. This series might change its name like 8 times, but we know me, we know the series titles I've come up with in the past. Aim for the clickbait, baby. Nonetheless, thank you all for joining me. I truly hope that my words help in some way, shape, or form. Somebody hears what I have to say, and they are able to take that and use that in their own life. And yeah, best of luck. Soulfire is in all of us. I believe in you. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all soon.